me muero en el intento, yeah. Me hice un león en esta selva de cemento. Voy hasta el final con los que me acompañan en todos mis inventos. Time is money, cabrón, no me haga perder el tiempo.
Está la repetición.
Se la pasa a su compañero que tira de tres. Ramos falla.
¡Oh, my God!
Esas correcciones. Siguen los santeros moviendo espectacular el balón con una ventaja que se van de 13.
Dicen los oficiales. Ahí está el de 3 en el área. Justin Cha.
La alianza entre la liga de baloncesto puertorriqueña. ¡Uy, la roba Justin! ¡Eso!
Kelvin. Chaparro con Davis. Davis. Justin por la espalda. Se detiene, se levanta.
Ahora se pone de 11. Hay juego aquí en Trujillo Alto.
Justin Davis en retirada de la izquierda. Suelta.
¿Qué es la que hay, corillo? Bienvenido a un loco en nuestro podcast. Hoy vamos a estar entrevistando a Justin Davis, MVP de la liga puertorriqueña, la conferencia oeste. También fue MVP del All-Star Game. Un jugador que dominó completamente las tablas, dominó el juego toda esta temporada. Tengo el privilegio de tenerlo hoy aquí. Y pues vamos a hacer nuestra entrevista por primera vez en inglés. A ver cómo nos va. Si me equivoco, pues discúlpenme. Estoy un poco nervioso, pero estamos aquí con el MVP. Y para mí es un honor. How you are, Justin?
Great, man. Can't complain. Happy to be here. I appreciate you having me. So it's cool. I'm chilling.
I appreciate this moment, man.
Nah, for sure, bro. Like I said, I appreciate you having me, bro.
Para más información sobre Justin Davis, fue el MVP de la liga de la conferencia oeste. Sus promedios, 23.8 puntos por juego y 13.4 rebotes por juego durante toda la temporada. He averaged 23 points per game and 13.4 rebounds per game. This is his first year, and he scored a double-double the whole season. So it's very impressive. And a lot of teams to ask him. So, Justin, before we talk about these numbers, how do you know about the Liga Puertorriqueña? Who makes the point of the idea to play in Aguada?
First of all, shout out my boy Giselki. You feel me? He's the one who got me over here. You feel me? He was a scout at San Germán.
Okay.
You feel me? And so he saw me playing all that stuff. You feel me? And just told me about puertorriqueña. I told him, of course, I'd come play. You know, and I was already over there, all that stuff. So it wasn't nothing. I was already on the island, so it was like I might as well play puertorriqueña. Like, so it was a no-brainer for me. Then I went over there, and then it's been amazing ever since. You know, like our team owners, Hector and Irvin, you feel me? Our GMs, everybody, staff from head to toe, like top to bottom. I love everybody. You feel me? Like it's just been great ever since.
Bro, I need to say this. Yeselki is a mastermind.
Man, is he?
What when you was about to go to Aguada, I don't know about you at that point, and say, well, we can reach Justin Davis for the Maricao team. Now I see you, and now about you, now you can kill Maricao. So Yeselki is a mastermind. He knows what he's doing. So
he knows what he's doing, man. That guy, that's one of the best basketball minds I've ever met, like in my life. Like to be honest with you, like he knows what he's doing on the court, the X's and O's. You feel me? He knows exactly what he's doing off the court. You know, he's the brains behind a lot of things that you wouldn't even know. Like he's really a smart dude.
How you can describe your first season in Liga Puertorriqueña?
Man, it was amazing, and there's no other way to put it. It was amazing. It was a lot of fun. I met a lot of brothers for life, like you feel me, and I met a lot of family for life, and that was the most important thing to me. Because wherever I play ball, I want to feel like I'm with my brothers going about it. I don't want to just be like, all right, you know, I'm just out here with these random dudes playing. Like we really grew together from the first time we've ever stepped on the court to where we were at the end of the season. Even though we fell one game short, whatever it is, what it is, we weren't even supposed to be there. Like they had us. I don't even think we were top 5 in the preseason rankings. I think we were like 6
I made
or
the
7.
rankings. I put Aguada 5th or 6th.
Yeah, I think we were like 5th or 6th. Like, and for us to go out first seed of our section, you know, and the dude we did in playoffs, and we had a lot of games in the playoffs. Like it was a lot of times in the series that we went to game 3, and then game 5, like you feel me. So it was amazing, you know. It was eye opening. It was cool, and it was nothing short of fun. It was very, very fun.
I have to be honest with you. The first day of the season start, you play against Hormigueros, and I watched the game. When I see them play against Hormigueros, that is recognized like one of the best teams in this section. Bro, you was killing it. 32 points, 24 rebounds, 3 assists, and you win that game in their court. So I say, wait. Who is this player? What have Aguada in the roster? And later, look, you go to the finals. But it's so impressive what Aguada did this year.
Yeah.
So I want to know, you know about the potential about this team since the first practice, or was
Like I'm not even gonna lie. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect. Not I wouldn't say from the team, but like what we were gonna see in terms of like who we're gonna play throughout the year and stuff. Like honestly, who's across from us never mattered to me. But like from the first practice to the day before the first game, we grew so much. Like from our first scrimmage, like our first scrimmage was not pretty, like at all. It wasn't to where we were in the first game when we played Homigueros. And then after that, like midway through the season, when we took our first loss to Maya, you feel me, just growing from all those little things, like it got to a point in the year, I'm like, all right, like if we just stay on pace and keep doing what we're doing and growing together, we can make it to the chip, like, and win it. But you already know.
talking about Maya West. Maya West Caciques was the only team that beat you twice in the regular season. Why you think that happened? And in both games, your offensive was limited by their players. Why you can tell me about that team and why you think that their defense was so impactful for your team?
I mean, to be honest, like, they're a very disciplined team. Like, Coach People really knows what he's doing, you know, on the sideline. Like, and he instills that in his players, you know. Like, I feel like as though in terms of talent, we were a way more talented team, like, in the roster, name-wise, all that stuff. And like I said, they really just stuck with each other throughout the entire game, each game. And, I mean, so I've heard that they've been with each other for a while, you know. So, like, they're an established vet team, and they're not one of those teams that's going to just put away easy, regardless
They are recognized like the number one team in the West.
Regardless if you're up 15, they're not gonna go away. You're up 20, they're not gonna go away. So those were one of those teams that you just got to stick throughout the entire game. And like we even had that game in our gym. You feel me? When people hit the half court shot, like we're like, we're gonna win this game. We should have won that game. We should have won both games, to be honest. Like, but
you lost both games with 5 points or less.
Yeah. Like the first game, like it was back and forth too. It was like they took a big lead, then we took a big lead, and they came back. We came back. It was just back and forth throughout the entire game, throughout the wire. So it was like, I don't know. It was just one of those good teams that you feel me. They just got us, and they got us twice, you know. But
yeah, they have one of the best coach of the area.
Yeah, for sure.
He's now in BSN.
For sure. Yeah, it definitely is. And I played for him the All-Star game. You feel me? Definitely is a good coach. I'll tell you that.
Santerio's playoff run was impressive, but the first round with Caribe or Peñuela was so difficult for your team. What you can tell me about Peñuela and that matchup?
I ain't gonna lie, like those playoff games where I gained a lot of respect for a lot of dudes. Like, there was a lot of guys that
younger guys.
Yeah, they would not back down. Like, you feel me? They're not going away. Like Peñuelas reminded me in terms of like sticking together and looking like y'all are a family on the court in terms of that. Maya, you feel me? Like they wouldn't go away, all that stuff, and they had talented players, and they're a scrappy team. So that was a fun series, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Going back and forth with them, winning at our crib. They were like, all right, you feel me? Let's just win one more at their house and just get out the way. Nah, we lost by 4 there, and that was a back and forth game. Like, you feel me? And then
in that series, your team was in win or go home.
Yeah, do or die. Yeah.
At what point you feel like, okay, this team can eliminate us, or was something sure that we gonna go ahead?
Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I never like. All right, obviously I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm like, all right, they're never gonna beat us. Like, you feel me? That's not the case. They're a really good team, but it it was, I'd say in the first game when I realized, like, all right, these guys aren't going away throughout the entire game. Like, there's a lot of teams that we played throughout the season. It's like, all right, you punch them in the face, you get, like, in terms of taking a big lead, they're done. Like, you feel me? Like, they don't want to play no more. They're like, all right, we're down 20, it's over. Like, we're not going to play hard anymore. That's not one of those teams, you feel me? And they're actually talented. They have dudes that know how to score, you feel me? So, off the first game, I knew, I was like, all right, these guys, they're not no joke. After that sudden death game, every team we played, that they were great teams.
Most of their stars are younger. He's in the first year of college.
Yeah.
So it's a team with good, amazing potential.
For sure.
Will be a head edge for all that section. So my respect for that team. Mi
For
respeto
real,
para
shout out
ellos.
to Penuelas for sure. They're definitely a great team over there.
Yeah, man.
Great guys too.
El apoderado que está haciendo gran trabajo. Sí, mi respeto para ustedes. In the regular season, what team for you was the most difficult to play against?
That's a good question. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'd say probably like the Yauco games. And it's funny that I say this is because, like, even the last game, like, we were blowing them out and all that stuff, and it's just I really wanted to play the whole game, you know, and stuff like that. So it's just like, that's tough for me being on the sideline watching a lot, like, in terms of that. But, like, in terms of, like, what you're getting at, you feel me? Like, somebody giving me a really hard time, I feel like a lot of the stuff is just dependent on me, because I feel like it's as if though I put in too much work, and, like, I've done this every day of my life to, it's like, all right, this guy's giving me a hard time, or this team's giving me a hard time. Either I'm going do what I got to do, or if I have an off day, I have an off
Which
day.
player to you was the most difficult or give you a hard time here?
Like, in terms of, like, guarding me?
Yeah. Or that you need to try to guard him.
Oh, okay. In terms of, like, guarding me, I would say, I don't know bro's name. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but
What team?
Ponce, the dude, bro with the headband that was guarding me the whole series. Like, he was a tough defender. Like,
Brian Rivera.
he made me work for every bucket. I'll tell you that for sure. And the same thing with bro from Penuelas, the first round, number 7. He was another one. Both of those two dudes, I say, is the only two guys all year. You feel me? That made me work for every bucket. You feel me? And I like playing like that, though. I'll tell you that. So, like, they're looking at it as like, all right, we getting up in his body. I'm giving him a hard time.
It's an opportunity to prove yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You feel me? And I respect them a lot for that, for not backing down, because there's a lot of dudes that's like, oh, this guy's averaging 20 and X amount of rebounds. And I'm like, all right, he's just going to give me a nightmare all day. Like, I respect the dudes that's going to come up and like, I don't care who this guy is. I'm going to guard him the whole game, and I'm going to give him a hard time the whole game. Like, you feel me? So, and that makes me elevate my game. So, shout out to those guys. They make me better, for sure.
That's great, man. How do you manage the pressure in important games?
I wouldn't really say it's pressure. I'd say it's more like, it's just exciting for me. Like, before games, I get butterflies, all that stuff. Like, you feel me? Like it was from the first time you ever played in a big game. So it's not really any pressure for me, to be honest with you. It's just fun. So I don't really, it can't be pressure for me if it's fun. I genuinely enjoy that. Like, I like playing when it's like, all right, do or die. You guys got to win this game or you're done for the season. I'd rather play in that than the game was like, all right, we're going to beat these guys by 20, enjoy, laugh after, and go home. Like, yeah, I live for those type of games. So that's more fun to me.
Okay. Do you have any routine before the games I need to do this before I play?
I'm playing Xbox for at least 2 hours before I head to the gym.
Seriously?
I swear.
Damn.
And I play FIFA. I only play FIFA. Well, EAFC now. I only play FIFA. So I'm playing FIFA for 2 hours. Shout out Liverpool. We never walking alone.
So,
and, you feel me? That's the same thing.
If you don't play basketball right now, what other sport you will do?
You said what other sport?
Hey.
Either baseball or soccer.
Okay.
One of the two. Easily. It's not even a question.
What series for you in this playoff run was the most difficult for your team or for you?
I have to say Rio Grande, if you feel me, because
in the finals.
Yeah, I have to, because there's the guys who beat us. You feel me? Shout out to my boy. You feel me? All them dudes over there, Eric. You feel me? All of them, my son Ross. All them guys. They like them dudes. I really respect them a lot. I got a lot of respect for those guys. You feel me? There's in terms of teams that's not gonna back down and not gonna go away. Like that's literally the embodiment of that. Like you can't say otherwise. We were up 2-0.
Yeah, man, 2-0.
We were up 2-0. We needed one more game, and they rang off 3 games in a row. We've never lost 2 games in a row all year.
I want to know more about that.
Honestly,
how the team feel in the locker room, because it's a game. It's 5-game series.
Mm-hmm.
You won the first 2. You only won away from the championship. What happened?
To be honest, like I just think it was we were gassed. It got to a point where we was gassed a little bit because we were coming off playing a lot of those series back to back to back to back, and I feel like it just finally caught up to us. Like I'm not a guy who usually, like, God forbid, I'm not a guy who usually gets hurt throughout the year. You feel me? Like every year of my career, thank God, like you feel me, I've never had nothing that was like, all right, I can't play this game. Like I pride myself in playing every single game, and like the last game of the whole season, I get hurt. Like you feel me, diving on a loose ball. I do that all the time. Like you feel me, it's just like I just feel like that, and then it has to do, for me, Coach Alex on the other side, you feel me? He's a great coach too. You feel me? Like
Falcon is great.
Yeah, man. Falcon is a great coach. You feel me? Like he really instilled that mentality in his guys. Like like I don't care if we down 2-0 or up 2-0. Like we gonna stick through this. We're gonna do what we do. Like we're not gonna change our game. We're gonna do what we do. We're gonna make adjustments because we have to. And you feel me? Go from there. But we did the same thing. You feel me? We definitely did the same thing. We definitely made our adjustments and all that stuff. You feel me? It's just one of those things where they just persevered and got through that. So, but definitely Rio Grande for sure.
I was rooting for your team. I want to I won the championship and be the first team from the West to win it.
I definitely wanted that to happen too. I definitely wanted to be the first team in the West to win that, man. Like that would have been special for sure. Yeah. Especially the way we did it, being a first year back in the league team. You feel me? Like that would have definitely been special. But
and your season, your first year in the league,
yeah,
and you made all these these goals, MVP from the All-Star, MVP from the West Conference. Just imagine a championship there, man. You're a legend in this league right now.
That would have put icing on the cake for sure. Yeah. Definitely. Like, and that would have been for me. That would have been the perfect rookie season for me. You feel me? Like, and it's cool though. But like I said, I always say the same thing, bro, and I will never change it. You feel me? Take it as a lesson, because now we'll look at it next year. We're like, okay, y'all remember how we felt last year? In certain games where we were like, all right, we're good enough to beat this team. We're not gonna go about it like that. We're gonna go about it as, do you guys remember what happened last year? Do you want that to happen again? No. So like, let's go. You feel me? We're gonna put in way more work, and we're gonna go from there.
Talk about that injury in the last game from the final.
Man, that hurt. Like more so my heart than anything. Like you feel me? Like, cause we came so far. Like just for me to go get hurt the last game, like, and it was crazy because I was scared at the moment because I thought it was something worse. I'm never gonna say it, but I thought it was something worse because I couldn't extend my knee all the way. But it turns out it was just a bone bruise, so it was nothing crazy. But I dove in the ball. Feel me? I was good. I jogged back to the other side on defense, and I was like, yeah, this does kind of hurt a little bit, but I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll be all right. I played through worse. And then like I came down, I tried to play and shoot, and I'm like, okay, this feels kind of weak. And then what really did it was I jumped for a rebound, and my leg just gave out on me, and I just fell.
I was seeing the game, in one possession you jump, get the rebound, you pass, but you can run.
Yeah.
So we have problem.
Yeah,
here.
I was like, man, this is crazy, and it's like, and shout out to you feel me, everybody on Santero's staff and all that stuff, because like. They did everything that they could to make sure I got back on the court was good. But before that, first and foremost, they put my health first. They were like, all right, bro, if you're not going to be able to go 100%, like we know you played through everything. But if you visibly can't run, like we're not letting you play. Like they're putting my health before anything else. Yeah. And I really respect them for that, because they took me out the game, bro. And they was like, no, bro, I'm not going to let you make this injury worse for one game. Like, granted, it's the championship, but at the end of the day, it's one game. We don't want you to mess up what can happen down the line of your career because of this. So get healthy, get 100%. We'll be back. So
is first, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Your first season, you got a lot of time. Okay.
Definitely do.
Now that you are without Gianfranco Grafales in Santeros, what are the expectations? What are doing the team to try to bring you help?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? Obviously, it makes life easier when you have another MVP candidate
that
with
guy
you.
killed
Like,
the league too.
that's that. Yeah, that guy Kahoot for sure. Shout out to my boy People for sure. That's my guy. But hey, man, my boy moved up. First of all, congratulations to you for that. That's big time. You feel me? My boy moved up. He's doing his thing and out of Sibo. So now we gotta, you feel me, fill the slot, fill that void. Like, and we got something brewing up. You feel me? We gonna be good though. I'll tell y'all right now, yeah, we gonna be good. So
Bro, I need to know a little bit.
I
We can talk about that.
I like. You feel me? Surprising. I just want y'all to see. You feel me? I don't got no names for nobody. I'm not gonna get no hints, but I'm
Now
gonna
with
just.
the selkie, I know it's something
You feel me?
bigger.
He just pulled me out of thin air, like, you know. So we gonna see you. Y'all gonna see next year. I'm gonna let y'all win next year, and then when we come back, we gonna look at this and be like, oh, that's why.
Okay. Will be interesting. I want to talk about now that the season is over. You have any plans to try to reach the BSN league or
I
play
mean,
outside?
for sure. I definitely, of course, want to move up. From who doesn't want to move up, but like, it has to be the right situation for me. To be honest, like, I'm not even gonna lie, because I don't want to say I'm complacent where I'm at, but I'm in a really good situation right now. You feel me? With a really good organization that genuinely takes care and genuinely loves their players. You feel me? And like they'll lose sleep over their players not being good off the court. Like, forget on the court. They're like, oh, you got something going on that you feel me in your life, and I'm worried about you. You feel me? So it's like, I like I said, I'm big on a family aspect when I'm playing ball, like, because this is my life. So.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. Like, it has to be the perfect situation for me to move up. And I'm not saying like I won't take the opportunity, but you feel me? Like, I'm an opportunist at the end of the day. You see how many schools I've been to. You feel me? I've always fought and scraped the claw for everything I had. So the team calls, they want me to go work out, whatever, you feel me? Whatever it is, I'm gonna earn it.
Most of the players of the Liga Puertorriqueña are afraid from jump to BSN is that they are not using in the games. They are on the bench all the time, and later you can return to the league.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy.
Most of the players are afraid of that.
Yeah, like I don't want to make the jump and then, you feel me, just sit at the end of the bench and not hoop, because I'm not out here to just sit. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not sitting here to just watch and clap for the next guy up. Like, bro, like,
You want to play.
I understand
yourself.
I'd be a rookie, but bro, at the end of the day, 25 now, and go to BSN next year, I'll be 26. I'm not a rookie, bro. Like, you feel me? I'm here to hoop. Like, just because bro's been here, you feel me, X amount of years before me, I can hoop. Like, and I know I can contribute. Like, and it's not even me taking every shot or nothing. It's me. I'll grab every rebound and pass the ball every time. I'll guard whoever you want me to guard. I just want to leave it out all on the court. You feel me? So it's like, I know I'd be able to prove myself wherever I go. You feel me? And in any organization, I know I'd be able to, you feel me, work and earn everything. Like, I wouldn't want anything given to me in the first place. It just, we don't like it that way.
Good to know, man. Let's go with the fan question.
Mm-hmm.
What song can be missing from your pregame playlist? You like
Man,
reggaeton or
that's a good. I got you right now. I'm not even gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I got a whole playlist of, you feel me, everything I listen to. But I say probably before game.
difficult?
It is difficult because I just like all my music. I'm not even lie. Anything G Herbo. For real.
Okay.
My boy Lil Herb, G Herbo, same thing. But he definitely had me turn ever since, like, high school. So it's always been him in my playlist incorporated somewhere. From high school, prep school, college, it's always been some him. But of course, like, it's been updated now. Like, I listen to a lot of, like, Detroit and my son Babyface E and all that type of stuff. I like a lot of different music, bro. I'm not just stuck on one genre.
Okay,
I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place, bro.
Your favorite teammate?
My favorite teammate?
Yeah.
Like, ever or in Puerto Rico?
Ever and Puerto Rico.
My favorite teammate ever. All right. I have to say, my best friend back home, my boy Javon Jackson. I met him in college, and we was roommates, and we've just been like this ever since. So it's like when we're on the court, it's like we instantly click. Instantly, we don't even have to say anything. Like it's a steal. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna throw it off the backboard because I know he's trailing. I'm not even gonna check to see if he's trailing. I just know he's trailing. Like, or feel me, collapse. I know where he's at on the court. Just flip it backwards, like a 3. I just it's just everything's like this when on the court. Like, but I guess in puertorriqueña, that's a hard question because I feel me. I ain't gonna lie. I messed with all my teammates for like. So I can't really pick one. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh man, give me one.
The
chemistry with one is special. I have an idea, but I know you to answer. Go ahead.
All right. Off the court or like on the court? You mean?
Can be both.
Or it could be both in one.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna lie. Off the court, I really spent a lot of time with my boy Yoshi. Rafa, I be talking to a lot. We play the game a lot. My boy Juan Pablo.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a college dude. You feel me? That's my guys. Those 3 of my guys for sure. You feel me? I like on the court. I mean, I feel like it's pretty easy to play with people. Like it's pretty easy. You feel me? You see him cut and just throw the lob in the air. You feel me? Like he sees me out down the court. Throw the pass, like
it makes your game more easy.
Yeah. Like that's why, like for me, we complement each other, so it's like it's cool.
If you have an opportunity to play with another player from other team in Puertorriqueña, with which player you choose?
That's a great question.
We have a lot of Mayagüez.
Yeah. I got
Reyes.
Yeah, I mean, feel me? I ain't gonna lie. I would definitely pick my boy Eric.
Damn.
Yeah.
That would be scary.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, that Rio Grande team, like they play a lot like how we play back home. You feel me? So it's like that. Like I seen that. Like that's just they run and go. We guarding everybody, and just as soon as you get it, just go. We out. Like just run. Everybody athletic.
It's impressive that they play all the season without half home court.
Yeah. That I didn't know that until we got to the championship. That's another thing why, you feel me, I have a lot of respect for them. You feel me?
They lost the first game only.
Lost the first game and then rang off every game of the season until they played us, and then they won the whole thing. But yeah, that definitely for me, my boy Eric, he's definitely a good dude. You feel me? He's a hell of an athlete too.
What else? Favorite food after training?
Probably a tripleta.
¿Tripleta?
Yeah.
Le gusta la tripleta. Do you have any weird superstition?
Oh yeah, like superstitions before the game and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I don't think I really have any weird superstitions, but I know that if I'm not blasting my music on the drive there, it probably won't be, you feel me, a good game. That's probably like the only thing.
Who is the funniest person on your team?
Ooh. The most fun person on my team. Me.
So you are the clown in the locker?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. It be times like I have my times where I'm reserved and all that stuff and chilling, but like in terms of like, you feel me, a lot of personality. Everybody has a lot of personality on that team, so it's like everybody's like the same. You feel me? It goes about everything the same way. We all joke around. It's not anybody that's in the locker room's like, oh yeah, he's like nah. Like everybody's like, oh, this guy said this. We all laughing, smiling. So everybody has a big personality on that team. Friendly. Yeah, everybody has a big personality. That's why we all mesh so good.
What type of training you like most?
Oh, Yellow Zone and Aguadilla is where I train for the most part. And man, I love it. It's like it's active, you feel me? Active training. So it's like, you do a lot of movement stuff, a lot of stuff with explosiveness, So it's like you keep moving, a lot of mobility stuff. So it's like explosive training. And then they have the boxing thing over there. I didn't do that yet. I'm gonna get into that eventually, but definitely I like training over there. So
it's a good
anything they doing over there, I have no questions. They're gonna get me right. That's where our whole team trains at too. So it's like you see how the work pays off.
Okay. Do you care about your style on the court?
Absolutely not. I don't care how I look. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say I'm out here looking crazy, But I'm not a dude who's like, I need to wear my arm sleeve. The only thing I have is my headband because I don't like my hair getting in my eyes. But besides that, like, I'm not really big on like, I need to have the nicest shoes and all that stuff. My Paul George 5s all the way.
Why you think you need to improve in your game?
I definitely from this year, I definitely could have been a better defender. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I can defend whatever position, don't matter. But like in terms of this year, I feel like I was a bit of a slouch on defense, and I don't like that because that's usually never how it is. So that was kind of a first. I ain't like that. So I say that, and probably just in terms of like expanding my game, work on being more of a point guard. So when I move up into different levels and stuff like that, I can do whatever they need me to do. If you need me to be a point, I'll run that. But everything else is covered 2 through shit, even 5, 2 through that. It don't even matter.
Okay. And the last 2 questions. What advice you can bring to someone who wants to play basketball?
Man, do not stop chasing your dream, bro. Like, never. Please don't. Like, it doesn't matter what anybody says to you, bro. I don't care if it's the dude who's an NBA and says, bro, you're never going to be anything in basketball, bro. Don't stop chasing your dream, bro. Like, please. Because if I would have did that when I was supposed to, I would have never been where I'm at today. Like, and that's real talk. You feel me? So don't ever stop going.
And do your expectation to the next season?
The championship is...
That's it. Championship.
Championship or nothing. I don't want anything else but a championship.
Your impact. I want to know more about your career. What inspired you to play basketball?
Honestly, like from a young age, like my pops, he went to St. Peter's in Jersey and stuff like that. He played for Elizabeth in high school. So I've just always been around it my whole life for as long as I can remember. So it was something that was pretty much inevitable, It was just, basketball was always around. So it was like, all right, I'm going to pick it up regardless. I played baseball too. That was really like the first sport I really picked up. It was like, all right, I'm actually good at this. But when I got towards high school, I was like, all right, I'm really going to lock in, focus on basketball and see how far it can take me. So that was cool.
Your first steps, how you can describe and what year exactly you say, okay, I'm going to do basketball?
My sophomore year of high school is when I really just gave up baseball. So I'd say really 8th grade, to be honest. 8th grade is when I first, I had my own team. My pops coached me and stuff. So he really just let me be me. And from that moment on, I was like, I could really do something. So I got to high school. And after my freshman year, I had a really good freshman year. Shout out to Coach Sean, man. I really love him, bro. I thank you for everything. He was my freshman coach in Mars. Still.
You study in Feliciano University, and you average in the 2021-2022 season 20 points per game, 8.3 rebounds per game, with a 50 field goal percent average. How you can describe that season for you?
Man, that season was special. I ain't gonna lie. It was very fun because I was playing with a lot of my friends. A lot of the guys that I was playing basketball with for a good portion of my life. A lot of dudes that I've had my most games of my career with. On like whether it was NCAA level or street ball, whatever it was, AAU, a lot of the dudes, we all meshed well. So it was fun. It was something unexpected too, because we weren't even expected to make the playoffs that year. For us to turn around and win the championship, especially we got to get the NCAA, the national tournament, finals MVP, tournament MVP, all those accolades. It was cool, and like I said, it was fun, it was different. So it was well deserved for all of us. So it was a great year.
And that university is Division 2?
Yeah, Division 2.
It's difficult trying to change from a university of that division to Division 1?
I mean, making the jump from Division 2 to Division 1 isn't the easiest, and like I had the opportunity to make the jump after that championship year, but unfortunately I slipped up in the class. So I was always trying to make the jump. I always did. Like I was never one of the highly scouted guys until we ranked and all this stuff. It was always like, all right, I had a good year.
Oh, you work hard for
for everything. I had played good this year. Let me get my films together. Let me send emails out to every coach, sending 300 emails, 400 emails out. You feel me? Like trying to get something, and that's just always how I got it at the moment. So.
In that level, the players can have a agency to sign with other players?
Well, at the time, I don't think they were even doing that type of deal.
Okay.
NCAA, that came like after I left school, probably like a year or two after I left school. So.
Okay. In 2024, you get drafted by Atléticos BSN in the second round with the 8th pick. How do you know about this Puerto Rico league and how you could put your name in the draft?
To be honest, it was funny because it was man, I was thinking a pure basket page that texted me, and that's how I found out about BSN. I mean, I didn't even know about the league before that initially, and I found out about it. I did my research, and I'm like, oh, this is actually a really competitive league. Like, there's ex-NBA guys, really good data today for me. So I did that. They told me to enter my information in the draft. So I went after my senior year. I got drafted, and
I don't know the rules, but in the draft, you need to be from Puerto Rico or you need to have parents?
you have to have family over here. I believe it's like, all right, so my grandmother lives here, and she had her information on like stuff. My grandfather's, and I have a lot of cousins all over the island, so it wasn't like an issue for me.
What was your experience with Atléticos camp in that preseason?
It was cool. It was definitely a learning lesson for sure. Like I met a lot of good people, a lot of lifelong friends just from being there in that shorter period of time with that team. So it was different, but coming from school, you know, where I was at, we were expected to work hard. We had crazy practice hours. Like we would practice till 12 a.m. Like so it was nothing new to me. So I just knew I was gonna come my best foot forward. But it was cool though. It was a good experience.
Well, you can describe the difference between college and that preseason. See, there's something there.
All right, so especially coming from being a senior and then going to that team, it's like you're a freshman all over again in college. You know, your rookie year, it's like you're a senior in college. It's like, all right, I'm already established. I know I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to play this amount of time or play this amount of, for me, get this amount of points, whatever. When you go there, it's like, it's a whole new world. You're a freshman again. You got to scrape and claw for everything. It's like the difference in that jump in levels and competition is real. It really is real. But you know, if you really want it, you're gonna get it.
Why you can't make the full roster? What they tell you?
To be honest, I was just in the crib one day, and then my agent called me. And he was like, they really like when I started, but I'll let you go, all this stuff, this, that, the third, and that's all I ever heard from them.
So they don't talk to you directly?
I never heard like a direct explanation as to why I was let go from it, so I just never even questioned it. It was whatever it was, what it was. There was no animosity, I didn't know none of that stuff, so I was just checking.
Your height is 6'4", right?
Yeah.
You are like a small forward, power forward. In this league, you must be like a small forward. Like all the players that came from NBA, it will be difficult to you to play that position, right?
I mean, to be honest, the thing about me is like wherever I'm placed on the court, I'll be able to excel at, you know. So I'm like, if you want to play me after the two, and I need to guard a quick two guard, whatever, then so be it. Because I'm gonna do the same thing on the other end of the court. So if you need me to rebound, I'm gonna do it whether I'm playing the 2, the 3, or the 4. I'm gonna have to guard if you want to stay on the court, playing the 2, 3, or the 4. So whatever is required at any position. I never looked at height as one of those things.
We see that this season.
Yeah, I never looked at height as one of those things like, oh God, this guy's 6'8", let me back. Like, no, it's just...
So you are not afraid of defense?
Never.
Okay. But later about that, what you do in 2024 after they cut you?
Oh man, first of all, that was a humbling experience because, you know, I'd like to start there because I haven't been cut from the basketball team since God knows how long, like 2012, 2013. That was the first time.
So that was a lot impact in your life.
Yeah, like that was a big moment. Definitely humbling. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe there is something I gotta get better at. Every day is always, you know, you gotta get better at something. But it was really like, all right, let me lock in and see what I can do and how I can bounce back from this. So that was that, but I'm not really, it wasn't really too crazy. I didn't really look at it as something that was going to hinder my career. If anything, I use that as motivation, you know. So it's like anything that's a setback in my life, for me, you can either, I always look at it, you can go two ways about it. You can either sit back and do nothing about it, and you're going to get nothing from that, or you can use it as an experience, learning experience, and a reason to grow and get better. That's what I'm gonna do.
What has been the biggest challenge for you in your sport career?
That's a great question. Yeah. I'd say probably like in terms of being where I want to be, like getting to the level that I want to play at, you know, because like it was, I'd say the hardest thing was the journey, to be honest with you. Like I came from Hoboken High School, which was a public school, the smallest public school in Jersey, so I went to prep school, it was a 2 junior college, it was a 1 junior college, and a 4-year for 4 years. So it was like,
Yeah, a lot of things.
yeah, staying, you feel me, keeping your head down and staying through all of that was probably the hardest part, to be honest. But getting through that, once you get through that, and you feel me, you can look back at it like, I really did that, so what else is there that can possibly stop me? Honestly, I'd say that was the most difficult part.
For the most part, I say whoever picks up a basketball as a kid, you know, and I wouldn't even just say the United States. I say anywhere, Europe, PR, wherever you play basketball at. You look at the TV screen and you see LeBron or these other guys dunking and going crazy, hooping. Everybody wants to go to NBA, you know? So it's like, and it takes a lot, you feel me? It takes a lot of sacrifice, you feel me? Doing a lot of things you'd rather not do, you feel me? Putting in work hours when your friends it's the stereotypical cliche stuff, you know, putting in work when your friends is at parties and stuff. We all know this, but the difference is are you gonna actually do it or not? Okay. You feel me? So it's like not a lot of people are, you feel me, I guess say educated or enlightened, whatever the words you want to use about overseas basketball. Like there's a lot of money to be made overseas, and the experience, like I ain't gonna lie, I started watching soccer or football to me a lot. So like just seeing the overseas experience different from like their fan bases compared to the NBA, like honestly, in terms of that, I've always been a person that, you feel me, I love playing for the people who love my team, love the sport, you know, like, so I want to feel that energy in the crowd. I want to feel the love from the fans and all that stuff, and I'm gonna reciprocate the same thing. Overseas, that's exactly what it is. Like people are diehard fans, so I ain't gonna lie, I like how it looks over here. Like even in PR, like the crowd, like everyone shows love, you know, the crowd is chanting this, chanting that, you feel me? Just constantly electric throughout the entire game. So, I mean, it gets like that in the NBA, but, you know, playoffs, it gets like that, you know, and not a lot of dudes are always going as hard as, you feel me, they could be sometimes, but.
Yeah, well, here in Puerto Rico, the fans is always like that.
Every time, and I love it. I love everything about that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, dame caballero, esta fue la entrevista con Justin Davis. Agradecido por su tiempo, por la oportunidad. Agradecido con los dueños de Piatas Pizza por prestarnos el lugar. Así que vengan a Piatas Pizza en San Germán, que es de los mejores restaurantes, pizza, pasta, de todo lo que tú buscas. Justin, thanks for your time, man.
Yo, I appreciate you having me, for real, bro. Thank you. It was long overdue. My fault for making y'all wait so long.
And stay tuned.
For sure.
We can't say too much, but stay tuned.
Definitely.
So, thank you. Gracias a la fanaticada. No olviden suscribirse y sigan el canal de YouTube y a Justin Davis. Gracias.